my experience with our local eye doctor, Dr. Joel Zuckerberg. I recently had cataract surgery, and I was told that I needed new glasses. I didn't know what to do because the problem was this was right in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. Where the heck was I going to get glasses? I checked places that make glasses. I looked online, and what I found was my solution was practically in my own backyard. So I called Dr. Z, as most people know him. His office is right on North Main Street, right here in the borough of Jewett City. I went to my appointment and had my glasses faster than I would have thought possible. Call Dr. Zuckerberg at 376-2848. I trust Dr. Z with my eyesight, and you should too. Make an appointment today.
I'm going to tell you a story. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Once upon a time, my neighbor took some stuff called heroin, or maybe something else called fentanyl, but it killed her. The end. She was the best neighbor you could ever have. I can only imagine how her 12-year-old daughter feels. This is a story that is told more and more every single day. People that are addicted to opioids are just like you and I. It's your neighbor, it's your uncle, or even your mother. Good people that have gotten sick and they are dying. This story can change. Prescription drug abuse is a serious public health issue that can be faced effectively with the right resources and education. Don't let opioids have the last word. I can change the script. You can change the script. We can change the script.
For additional resources, go to www.drugfreeconnecticut.org. This message brought to you by Griswold Pride, Putnam Pride, and United Services.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
We are the future. Griswold Parks and Rec is a parent's one-stop source for all things fun. Town events, sports, fitness, and enrichment for all ages. We love our residents. Let us prove it. Go to griswoldrec.org.
And good morning. Welcome back to the show. It's SNSN, 5 minutes in front of 9 o'clock on a Wednesday, and time to take a look at your local weather forecast. And with that, it's Paul Lash.
Good morning, everybody. And right now, the temperature downtown Jewett City is 34 degrees. Sunny today, highs will be around 50 degrees. However, could be some wind around between 5 to 10 miles per hour. But tonight, few clouds, lows near 35 degrees. For your Thursday, morning clouds will give away to sunshine for the afternoon. Near record high temperatures, 62.
Yeah, I heard 66.
Well, what's the difference? 4 degrees.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, if you're 98.6 and you're 104.6, you tell me if that's a difference.
That would be a difference.
Yeah.
You're lucky to be living. Anyway, right now, and again, there'll be some wind around again because this is March, of course, as we all know. It'll be between 10 to 15 miles per hour. So
Comes in like a lion.
Yep. And then for Wednesday night.
I ain't lying.
You ain't lying, is right.
Sorry.
Yeah. And a few clouds around for tomorrow night. Lows will only go down to about 48. And that's your weather from SNSN on this Wednesday, 03/10/2021.
All right. Thank you very much, Paul.
Yeah.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, hey.
Hey.
I'm here to smell the flowers.
That's right. Look, we got the whole new look studio that's going on right now.
Yeah.
We kind of move things around. We got the basketball game from last night, where the Wolverines were victorious against the Wheeler Lions.
You
Hey, like that, huh?
Yeah, we're a March team.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So
We got the banner behind us now.
Yeah.
Here at the Jewett City Savings Bank Studios.
Got a tree in the corner.
Got a tree in the corner. We got our sunflowers.
Sunflower.
Our Mr. Pickles is there.
Mr. Pickles.
Yeah. Got our Wolverine here from back when we used to be a Wolverine radio.
Yeah, and you got the flight deck.
Yeah, you got the
Airplane.
airplane right here. And
Yep.
we're gonna do more things in here, and it would, I wanted to create, I didn't want it to look like a radio station studio. I just wanted to, because we're doing more and more conversations.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to look as such.
Hobie.
Exactly.
Homie.
You know, we have conversations every day here, you know, with different guests or between you and I. And,
Yeah.
you know, we have time travelers and
Yeah,
psychics
time
and,
traveler.
you know, we got people coming in, you know, with paranormal experiences and near death experiences and a whole bunch of funky stuff that we have planned. Just, you know, because I'm sick and tired of hearing about cancel culture and I hate you because you're a Republican. I hate you because you're a Democrat.
Right.
And that's what it's been like for the last year. Think about it.
Unfortunately, it's still
It
going
really
on.
has.
It's still going on.
So
Yeah. So
what
what else is happening here? Uh-oh.
Bill Knight says 34. It's 47 here in Plainfield. It's because you're hot.
Well, there is a difference because if you
And-
look at the sun down here, it's 42 at Jewett City, Davis Bank.
That's because it's right in the sun.
It's right in the sun. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Border, is it Boarder or Border?
Borders?
Yeah, border, like the town border.
Oh, gotcha.
Come on, Bill.
It'd be DER.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Bill, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. You know, they got a few clouds up there, so maybe warmer there. But that's
I don't
heading
know.
north, so you think it'll be cooler.
It's not. No. Bill is Mr. Sun. He's just sitting in the sun.
You sitting in the sun?
Sitting in the sun. He's heat miser.
Yeah.
Heat miser.
Actually, if you sat outside yesterday, the sun was actually pretty warm.
Yeah. It'll be like that today and tomorrow too.
Yeah, I know.
So they say spring is coming, but next week, bam, snow. That's a possibility. They're saying
Well,
that next
anything's
week
a
we get
possibility.
some-
I think the temperatures are going to go down like a little bit. I think next week it goes back down a little bit, but you know, we got nothing. We look forward to everything is going to
Yeah.
continue to go up. Even the clocks are going to go ahead.
Poor Bill.
You busted the poor guy's
Yeah, I
butt.
know. He's a good man.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
So we hope you like the new look studio.
Yeah.
The camera angle is completely different. You know, it's looks like we should be having like a scotch and soda or something.
I know.
Just be hanging out. But
Yeah.
I wanted it to look more comfortable.
Yeah.
And like I said, not like a radio station studio or anything.
Well,
like
actually,
that.
not a
So-
radio station, really. Since you're doing YouTube and Facebook now, we're kind of like almost like a TV station.
I'm really glad you brought that up because it's very true. A lot of people will say, "So, are you a radio station?" And I look at them. I go, "Kinda."
Yeah, kind
We
of.
do. We do broadcast audio.
Yeah.
On the internet, as and play tunes just like a radio station would, but
Right.
but now we do more talk and conversation and local issues more so than anything.
I know.
Like we're doing.
I like the new
right
makeup
now.
artist you got.
Yeah, she's hot.
Oh man, thank
Something
God.
else, huh?
She can make a frog look good.
Woo! Talk about putting lipstick on a pig.
I know.
Yeah. When she puts that lipstick on herself,
Well,
there you go.
oh, I know.
So good morning, Stan Sims. Thank you for joining on in. If you're in the room, if you're watching on either YouTube or Facebook, say hello so we know that you're there.
Mhm.
No trolls allowed.
No
You know?
neutrals.
Trolls.
Oh, trolls.
No trolls allowed.
Okay.
So we would love to hear from you and hear your comments on hey guys, say good morning, or hey guys, you suck, or whatever it is that you want to say. Stephanie says good morning to you, Stephanie, and thank you for joining in this morning.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to break for news real quick, but right after the news, we're going to be talking about the word of the day. If you have the word of the day, first of all, don't type it in the room, because then you just hurt your own chances. But the word of the day is coming up in just a couple of minutes, and that could get you a $100 gift card to Big Y, all courtesy of Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank. So that is coming up in just a few. And Mikey Mercer, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for jumping in there today. Like I said, we love to know that you're there. So if you're in the group, if you're in the chat room, say hello and wave, whatever. But we like to know that you're there. So we're gonna break for news, and then we'll Cancel culture. It's coming up right here. It's SNSN.
The flagship for Griswold High School sports. And your home for local news and weather.
Broadcasting from Main Street in the borough of Jewett City.
The Streaming News and Sports Network, SNSN.
The 9 a.m. report on the Streaming News and Sports Network is being brought to you by Charlene's Diner, 37 Main Street, Jewett City. Family owned for almost 40 years. Order what you want, eat what you get. That's Charlene's Diner.
I love working here because of the people, and I get to work with my family every day.
Come to Charlene's Diner for the best breakfast you've ever had.
That was Brittany and Matt from Charlene's Diner on Main Street in Jewett City. There are only a few things that have been able to stand the test of time in Jewett City, and one of them just happens to be Charlene's Diner, who just celebrated their 40th anniversary in business. How do you stay in business that long in a small town like Jewett City? It's a simple recipe, really great food and friendly service, and of course, family. You'll feel like family too, because you'll always be greeted with a smile that makes you feel like you're right at home. Stop by for breakfast or lunch 7 days a week. If you don't have any time, well, that's no problem. Order ahead and your food will be waiting for you when you walk into Charlene's door. You can find Charlene's Diner on Facebook too. Stop in and join the family for breakfast or lunch today.
I'm Charlene. Come to Charlene's Diner and order what you want and eat what you get.
Here's a look at your local news headlines on SNSN. The state of Connecticut is expanding their online services when it comes to the Department of Motor Vehicle. Last month, Governor Lamont announced that a new web portal would be opened for many different services, including registration renewal. Just last week, residents in Connecticut now have the ability to renew your driver's license and non-driver IDs online. Renewing your credentials online can take as little as 7 minutes, and this is new as of last week. Do you need a job? Well, check out the Griswold Youth Center. They're looking to hire another team member immediately due to kids going back to school 4 days a week. Ryan Aubin, director of Griswold Youth and Family Services, expects the amount of kids visiting the youth center will now double. This means that there will be a need for more supervision, more help with cleaning, and, well, more help with everything. To apply for a job at the Griswold Youth Center, simply go to their website, griswoldrec.org. The applications close on March 15th. On March 7th at about 10:26 in the morning, members of Plainfield Police discovered a white male pushing a bike in a restricted area located on the property of the Plainfield Police Department. Contact was made with the male, who refused to identify who he was or what he was doing. The man immediately began reaching for an unknown item in his jacket and was both verbally and physically non-compliant with police. The male was quickly secured and placed under arrest after physically attempting to resist. It was found that the male had poured an unknown liquid onto all of the marked patrol cruisers of the police department. The male failed to identify himself and refused to speak or answer any questions. The male is currently being treated as a John Doe, or at least he was, until he was identified by members of the community as 32-year-old Shane Hart. The Connecticut State Police Fire and Explosion Investigation Unit was then contacted in an attempt to determine the unknown liquid. The department determined that the unknown liquid was not an accelerant. Hart was charged with multiple charges by Plainfield Police and due to appear on Monday in Danielson Superior Court. As a side note, the Plainfield Police would like to thank the members of the community in identifying John Doe as 32-year-old Shane Hart. In high school sports from last night, Griswold took on Wheeler in high school basketball, both the boys and the girls. And great news, the boys and the girls won. Not only the JV games, but the varsity games as well. Next up on SNSN Sports will be this Friday. It will be Griswold, the boys, taking on Woodstock Academy live from the field house at Woodstock Academy. Game time 5:30 for the JV team and 7 p.m. for the varsity team.
The 9 a.m. report on SNSN has been brought to you by Charlene's Diner, 37 Main Street, Jewett City. Family owned for almost 40 years. Order what you want. Eat what you get. That's Charlene's Diner.
All right, time to take a look at the forecast. Ooh, what do they do there?
I don't know.
That sounds really echoey. Like, what happened?
I don't know.
1, 2. Something happened there?
Time for a new engineer.
I don't know what happened.
Hmm.
1, 2. There we go.
There
How's
you
that?
go. That's better.
A little bit better?
Yeah.
All right, now time for the forecast right now, brought to you by the Bill Knight Weather Academy and Speech and Spelling and Grammar Academy. Sorry, Bill.
Okay, right now the temperature downtown Jude City is, well, it says here 36 degrees. However, south of the border in Plainfield, according to Bill
That'd
Nye,
be north of the border.
well, north of the border, it's 70.2 degrees. So, so I'm not sure what happens up there.
Oh, Bill's having a heat wave.
Yeah. But anyway, it's going to be sunny today. Highs around 50 degrees. However, some wind, 5 to 10 miles per hour.
Bill's like, I didn't sign up for this.
Few clouds tonight, lows near 35 degrees. For your Thursday, morning clouds will give away the complete sunshine in the afternoon. Near record temperatures, 62 degrees. Again, however, March being March, there could be some winds around between 10 to 15 miles per hour. And of course, for Thursday night, few clouds, lows around 48 degrees. And that's your weather on this Wednesday from Jewett City in Plainfield, 0310-2021.
Well, you know, there's that line of demarcation.
I know.
You know what I mean? That goes, right through, like, diagonally through the state as far as the weather is concerned. And it splits the difference between Grizzled and Plainfield. So Bill is not lying.
No, it's not. Because it's 35 here. It doubles when it gets across the border. That's why I said it was 70 degrees.
Yeah, 35 here, 70 in Plainfield.
Yep.
It's always sunny in Plainfield.
Yeah, so you can.
Where's in Philadelphia?
Yeah, you wear a winter jacket in Jewett City, and by the time you get to Plainfield, you're wearing shorts.
And you know why? Kevin Cunningham.
That's right.
He has just heated things up in Plainfield.
He's bringing the old sun right in.
That's it. All right. So, one of the things that we've been doing is really, it's done my heart wonderful. Is giving away these $100 gift cards to Big Y, courtesy of Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank. Now, I'll tell you, when you give them away and somebody goes, "Oh, that's the thing, I really needed this right now," that is absolutely awesome. That is a wonderful thing to see, and it's great. So we thank the Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank for going ahead and doing that.
Yeah, that's good.
And doing that, for sure.
And it's nice to hear that people needed it, that are using, that are getting it.
So,
yeah.
So Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank, check them out at bankeasternct.com. You can find out what Kasasa Cashback is all about. That's bankeasternct.com. Mikey Mercer, bringing in the weather from Plainfield, says it's sunny and 80.
Oh, went up
in
degrees.
Plainfield. Yeah. In Plainfield, it's 80 degrees. Now, Bill had a great idea. We talked, he mentioned in the chat room a few minutes ago, right before the news, that we should have cutouts. If anybody has a cutout, if you have a cutout made, we will happily display them here in the room.
Yeah.
Or little like fat heads or something like that. We'll put them up on the wall.
Sure.
I would absolutely do that, and I think that would be just a lot of fun.
Yeah, it would be fun.
It would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Even if you try to take a big picture of it, unfortunately, you got to have a pretty big printer to print it out. So
what's that?
If you took a picture of yourself and you wanted to blow it up, you have to have a pretty good printer to put it together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Normal printers we have today wouldn't do it. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Mikey says that the temperature that he just gave is in his house.
Oh, well, that's a big difference.
I wouldn't want to pay Mikey's heating bill. It's 80 degrees in there.
Yeah. Is he an old guy?
No. I don't like Mikey. How old are you? 35?
80 degrees, 35, and it's 80 degrees.
Well, I don't know. I'm asking him.
What's he going to do when it gets 80 degrees? 80 years old.
Green screen time. Yeah. Mikey, we actually have a room here that has a green screen.
Yeah.
We do have a green screen. That's in one of our studios downstairs. People don't even know what we have here. You said 35. Yeah, that's what I said, 35. we do a lot of we have a lot of stuff here.
Yeah.
You know, if people want to create podcasts or content and stuff like that, the station is available for a fee to go ahead and do. Not
Fleas?
Well, no.
Oh.
No fleas.
Okay.
That's coming up soon. Don't let your cats outside because they'll bring in fleas. But no, if you want to create content or for whatever, we have the equipment and the rooms that you could go ahead and actually do it.
Oh.
So let us know.
Yeah.
Here's another thing that we're doing here at SNSN, and this is one of those things that is it's almost one of those necessary evils right now, and I don't think it'll ever go away. I think it'll always continue. But we are available to stream different events such as funerals.
Yeah.
So we've been streaming funerals, and it's been a service that we've been doing just because, well, it's been a necessity. People can't get to a funeral; they want to pay their respects,
right?
And you can have it professionally live streamed, and we do that as well. So you can have people paying their respects, you know, by able to watching the services because they can't attend either because they live other parts of the world.
Yeah. Of course, right now, social distancing too.
Right.
So
right.
Mhm.
We I did one just in Oakdale the other day, and there were people streaming the service in Africa, England, Morocco, Poland.
Really?
Yeah, and Uzbekistan.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. The people in Uzbekistan had to use 2 tin cans and a string, but you know, because they don't have internet, and it's tape delayed about 3 days. So, but no, but they were actually to do it. So, if you know, hey, you know, if you've lost a loved one, and you want to have people attend that can't actually attend in person, we do stream those. You know, whether it's services in the funeral home itself or in a church facility or whatever it is your need is. So,
wow.
So we do that.
Wow.
And we do it I think we do it very respectfully as well.
Hmm.
So, all right, it's time.
It's time.
Yeah, it's time.
Okay.
Time for what? All right, we're going to give away the $100 gift card right now from Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank. I am looking for caller number 6. Caller number 6 at 860-591-1054. 860-591-1054. And caller number 6 will, if caller number 6 can give me the word of the day, then they will win the gift card. So, hi, you're caller number 1. Try again. That's 1. Hi, you're caller number 2. Try again. Watch the same person will be on 6.
Speed dial.
Hi, you're caller number 3. Try again. 860-591-1054. Hi, you're caller number 4. Try again. 860-591-1054 for a $100 gift card. Your caller number 5. Try again. Next one.
There it is.
SNSN, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, good morning. This is Charlie Hill.
Hey, Charlie, how are you?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Pretty good. Charlie, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Jewett City.
Charlie, can you do one thing for me? Can you tell me what the word or words of the day for the Eastern Connecticut?
Community commitment.
Community commitment. Charlie, you are absolutely... Correct. You ready? Correct.
All right.
So, Charlie, congratulations, my man. You were calling number 6 with the, see, we threw a little curveball today.
Curveball.
It wasn't just it was a word. It was words And
double
it was
words.
community commitment. It's one of the things that you'll see on the Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank website, that they are very much involved in yours and our community, and they do have a commitment to that. So check them out. Like I said, bankeasternct.com for more. So Charlie, send me an instant message on Facebook, and we'll find out when you can come over and get that gift card.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, Charlie. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Charlie Hill, congratulations. Today's winner of a $100 gift card from Big Y, courtesy of Eastern Connecticut's
Internet radio.
I like when they play nothing but music.
The local station.
Absolutely love the station.
The streaming news and sports network.
All right, let's see what happens here. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Mikey Mercer.
Hi, Mikey. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good morning.
Good morning. What's up, bro? What can we do for you?
I was doing the calling thing.
Jeez, dude, you gotta actually listen. When things happen.
Yeah, I was listening. It was going, and it was busy. So I was behind.
Sorry, Mikey. We already gave it away.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It happens.
How you doing? Is it 80 degrees and sunny? I understand in Plainfield.
Yes, it's beautiful. Shorts and a t-shirt.
So what else is going on in Plainfield?
Nothing.
Quiet. We hear Plainfield is building up their troops to invade Jewett City. Can you confirm or deny?
I don't know. I don't know about all that.
You cannot confirm nor deny. All right. Well, anyway, Mikey, try again tomorrow.
All right. You guys have a great day.
You too. All right. See ya. All right. See ya.
Missed it by 1, 2.
He missed it by 1.
Yeah.
That's all right. When you miss it by 1, that means you are that close.
Yeah.
That close to winning.
Yep.
So, Mikey Mercer, we're glad you called. So, Charlie Hill, congratulations once again for winning the gift card for today. We'll have another one for tomorrow. Make sure you pay attention to your app, and another word or phrase will be sent to your device via the SNSN app. And if you do not have the SNSN app, you're not going to get the word of the day.
Right.
If you're listening to us like on Facebook or on YouTube right now, you have to have the SNSN app, enable notifications, so that way you actually
get the word.
Get it.
I get it every day, but of course, my brain, I forget it.
You knew what the word was. You knew what the word was. And even if you don't, just go on the Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank website.
Yeah, well,
pick one.
No, but
it's probably going to come from there.
But even if you miss it, you get a little number 1 by the app, let you know there's a message there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back in a second with more. We've got stuff going on right here. It's SNSN Internet Radio.
Don't just wish for a winning deal. Make it Dish. It will make it real. Don't just wish. Make it Dish.
Hey everyone, this is Ellis Dish from Dish Motors. We're back better than ever with our new sales and service center on Route 32 in North Franklin. Everyone says there's nothing better than dealing with the dishes, and here's why. Selection. We have the area's largest inventory of off-lease, one-owner vehicles of all makes and models. You name it, we got it, or I'll get it for you at no additional charge. Quality. Each vehicle goes through a rigorous 120-point safety and quality check. Nothing leaves the lot without my personal approval. Convenience. We have financing sources for almost any situation. We offer on-site registration processing, and we have maintenance programs for years of stress-free ownership. And now open for all your maintenance needs. Our full-service repair facility, where oil changes start at just $19.99. Call today for your appointment or just stop by. So save thousands and deal with the dishes. Route 32, North Franklin. Or check us out online at dishfranklin.com or ring us 860-383-4750.
Just wish. Make it Dish.
Hello, I'm Miranda Mahoney, Project Coordinator of Grizzled Pride, your drug-free community coalition. We want to help you keep your kids safe during this challenging time. Social distancing is still in effect, and so is the social host law. Reports are coming in that teens are contracting the virus at underage drinking parties. Parents, allowing underage drinking on your property could land you in jail for up to a year, plus fines. Another reason why you should not provide alcohol to our youth. For more info, go to grizzledpride.org. grizzledpride.org. grizzledpride.org.
The season brought to you by REO Speedwagon. Pat Benatar. Metallica. Streaming live.
Good morning. Welcome back to the show. I don't know if you just saw on the Facebook Live. Paul had one hell of a violent sneeze.
I know it. Almost blew my top of my head almost came off.
Your whole head shook.
I believe it.
Oh my God. So I got some information in a message this morning, and I'm not sure. Those lights flickering?
Those lights look all right to me.
Well, to me, they were flickering. I didn't think that I don't think LEDs are.
I think you were blinking.
LCD, whatever they are.
Now you're seeing things.
You think so?
Yeah.
You didn't see that?
No.
I got to bring my paranormal friends in here. That's what I got to do. Because those suckers are flickering.
Telling you something.
So let's talk the vaccine for a minute.
Sure.
So you had yours.
Yes, I did.
1 and 2.
Mhm.
Melissa had hers 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I get mine Friday.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah.
Actually, they said that I was fat enough that I could have both at the same time. I said no. I don't want to take up another appointment.
Be a man and get one on each arm.
Come on, I can take it. Roll them up.
Yeah.
No, I get my first one on Friday.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you should be fine. A little sore arm for a couple of hours after that.
She got the Pfizer one. You had Pfizer, right?
Pfizer.
See, now I think for some reason I'm getting Moderna, and I'm going to the same place you did.
They do. They did, but no, I didn't go to down there. I went to the one that died.
Oh, why did I?
My wife went there. She got my.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're going to get that one. There's no big deal. There's no difference.
No.
I mean, what the hell? So yeah, you'll be fine. Then you'll wait. I think it's 4 weeks. I think you get the second one. I think that's what the distance is. 4 weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bill Knight just and I will talk about that in a second. But so yeah, I get the first one, and then what they'll make an appointment.
They'll make an appointment for you, and you go back with the second one. So it's about. I think it's 4 weeks.
Okay, and then you got to hang out for like 15 minutes or something.
Well, you have to hang out. You're going to have to hang out for 15 minutes anyway when you get the first one.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to monitor to make sure.
Make sure that you don't fall over.
Go all paws up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully you won't be one of those people.
Great. Thanks.
You'd be kind of embarrassing if you're the only one that does it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Well, anyway, what I got word this morning that Walmart in Lisbon is now doing vaccines.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Now, I don't know. I mean, I have not heard that personally, but where that information came from,
I don't know.
I would believe them, obviously.
Yeah. Foxwoods is doing it.
Foxwoods is doing it.
Yeah.
And so is Mohegan's Son.
Mohegan's doing. Last word I heard, Mohegan was doing the Johnson & Johnson. I heard that on the news.
Okay.
So yeah, they're doing Johnson & Johnson. I guess it's just a matter of where they get it from. So it's probably a lot easier because you don't have to refrigerate it as bad. Bigger Mohegan doing it in the convention center. It'd be pretty tough to keep it refrigerated. Where with the Johnson & Johnson, you just put it in a regular fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Cindy says CVS in Target is now doing vaccines.
Target too? Wow.
Yeah.
CVS in Target.
CVS in Target.
Wow. But which ones? I mean, not all of them are doing it, unfortunately. Yeah.
Kevin Cunningham, our friendly first selectman in Plainfield.
We're at 70 degrees.
Says is the Walmart version in the self-checkout. Coming up next week, you'll be able to get the vaccine in Altones. Downtown Jewett City. Have a beverage while you wait. Pretty soon. I mean, they're going to be like, you go to a store. Okay, so you have a birthday card, some bath lotion, and would you like a vaccine to go with that today? Jesus, it'd be like the perfect add-on sale. I just need to see your insurance card.
Yeah.
And you'll be good to go. Go over there and see Julie, and she will go ahead and inoculate you.
Yeah. Well, with more and more of the younger folks getting it now, they got to open up more spots.
Yeah, but you want to know they were doing that. Even though I just was being a little stupid about saying oh, they're going to be available like in Altones or whatever. They do that with the flu and pneumonia vaccine, like down at Walgreens back when it was. Well, I don't know if they're doing it as Walgreens, but they did it as Rite Aid, and they were actually suggestively selling you the vaccine.
Yeah, that's what Walgreens was doing.
Yeah, and I have not. And here's the thing. This is the last shot I got. Okay, was a twofer.
Yeah.
I got pneumonia in one arm and the flu in the other, and this was about 5 years ago. And I was never as sick as ever as I was then.
Wow.
For about 3 weeks, I was like, oh.
No.
I didn't have like a temper or anything. I just felt run down. Had a really bad cough. My throat was sore. For like 3 weeks, and I don't know if it was because I had it both at the same time.
Sure, you want to get the other shot?
What's that?
Sure, you want to get the COVID shot? You could be the first one to faint in 50 minutes. Be on the floor.
You know what? Now you're freaking me out, man. You're freaking me out. Like I don't even know if I want to do this now.
No, why not? Don't be a baby.
God.
Don't be a baby. You can do it. It's all in your head.
I don't trust you anymore. I don't trust you anymore.
No.
That's it.
You can do it. You'll be fine.
So we asked some folks before, and now we're going to ask again. How do you guys like the new look studio? Does it look a little nicer, a little more inviting? Cindy, you weren't in the room, or Kevin or Cunningham, you weren't watching us when I first asked. We've got a bunch of new amenities in here, just kind of chilling. It's I think it's a lot more homey. It's more of a comfortable feel.
Yeah,
we're sitting down like a coffee table kind of environment.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do more things, in here and make it look even better. But what do you guys think so far as the new look studio?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
You're just going.
I'm looking around. I want to see the picture they're looking at. All they see is a dirty coffee cup.
Well, you know what's funny is that I made the coffee now that I don't have. See, Cindy says looks more comfortable.
It is comfortable. It is. It is much more comfortable. I'll agree with her.
Donna says it looks nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill, Bill, you really need to come down here and hang out. He just said all you need now is a fireplace. So he's had 2 great ideas. I mean, and legit great ideas. I mean, you know what, Paul? Start a fire right over in the corner of the room over there, right there. I'm sure that's stuff like this. That big radio, it'll be good kindling. It'll just fly right up.
We could get a fireplace.
We could. And he also came up with the idea of putting out listener and viewer cutouts, putting them up on the wall, or standing them up, or
you can get the fireplace that doesn't throw heat. Just has the the fire. Yeah.
Well, Cindy, it is more comfortable. Just to your point.
Yeah.
Stephanie says it looks comfy, cozy.
Yeah.
Like I'm wearing big, fluffy, fuzzy socks.
Good thing we can't see them. It's a good thing. And it's a good thing the desk is hiding your lower extremities.
Yeah, Bill says light the waste bucket on fire. That's fire. But we have our Wolverine flying plane. We have a tree. We have, of course, the grizzled sunflowers. You have to have sunflowers if you're going to do anything grizzled. You have to have those. Like, for example, the Jewett City Savings Bank and Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank. If you look on their ATMs now, they have beautiful sunflower pictures and murals. Both of them do.
Yeah.
So, do you remember back, a couple of years ago when they tried to push grizzled as they attempted to the grizzled as the sunflower capital of New England?
Yeah.
What happened to that? It's like it all stopped.
I think it's not done yet. It's just that COVID kind of put kind of squashed it. But There is something in
It was
the-
done before that, Paul.
Well, it was done before that. I agree, but and that's why a lot of these little banners had sunflowers on them.
Mhm.
I'm not even sure where the banners are now.
Well, the Jewett City Savings Bank was one of the first, really,
Yeah.
to do something.
Yeah, that was the first mural.
Yeah,
There-
and they had a
there-
little contest, where you could stop and take a picture in front of it.
Yep. There's one thing that it's being attempted to do, and that is down where Aramoni's used to be.
Yeah.
That wall that's on the inside of the parking lot in Walgreen.
Mhm.
That they want to make that into a mural.
Exactly. Was it
Uh,
Paige Setterfield from Norwich?
Somebody is going to.
She was going to do that, but then they didn't have the money to do it, or
Yeah,
whatever.
well,
so-
kind of because everything kind of stopped because of COVID. But yeah.
But even before that,
Well, no, before that they had the signs up. They were. If you remember, the banners had sunflowers
Mhm.
on them, but
Yeah.
I don't see any now. They probably took them down because of, I'm not even sure where they are, but they were up there. But yeah, there is, it's not dead. They want to raise funds to put a mural up on that side of the building with a big sunflower.
Donna says, "Will there ever be a sunflower festival again?" I don't have the answer to that question.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that once we get over this whole COVID thing, I think things will come back to normal.
Well, I think one of the more normal things that are going to be happening that just got announced is Ray Churchill from the Eastern Connecticut Performing Arts Association has announced that they are going to be having the Jazz Festival this year at Gretschko's Tree Farm. So that is something that got canceled last year. He's already done 2. So this will be like the 3rd annual in the 4th year, which is weird because 1 year is kind of written off in the record books.
Yeah. And then the school play has been bombed out too.
I know.
That's a shame.
I look, they do 2 plays. They do a winter and a spring play.
Yeah.
I look forward to that every year.
Yeah. They're really good.
I really enjoy them.
Yeah.
They're
really good. But
they do a great job.
Unfortunately, this year is probably just dead too, I guess.
And it's not just here, it's Plainfield,
Everywhere.
it's Killingly, Putnam,
Yeah.
NFA. All of the productions are done.
Done. Yeah.
They've tried to do other things which have been neat. And who's the real, what? I mean, we talk about us, well, we can't get to a game. We can't go to a concert.
Right.
We can't go to a school play that we enjoy.
Right.
Who's losing? Kids.
Yeah. Right.
If you think about it, really the kids are the epicenter of all of that.
Right.
They're the center of the play. They're the center of high school sports.
Yeah.
The kids really have so much.
Yeah. Well, we're getting there. Slowly it's coming back. I'm
Yeah.
kind of hoping by, May, June, or July, things will be back to somewhat normalcy, I would hope.
Oh, we just had a comment said, hopefully the seniors will get a good graduation this year. I do too, of course, because like I said, they're the center of it all. Everything that it all really revolves
Well,
around.
they could. If the weather's good, hold it outside. No reason why they couldn't. Don't have to hold it
No,
inside.
I know, and they were wondering why they didn't do that last year. But I mean, I watched the Griswold one, and they did all they could. Or what as far as the directives from the state.
Sure.
How that worked out, and they did the whole drive-through thing, and Aaron Polonin took a picture with each graduate by the clock tower, or that clock that's right there at the outside the school.
Yeah.
They did everything that they could, and I think they did a great job with that.
Yeah.
And if you look at, I think this town and Plainfield, I could probably speak to both towns just watching as a spectator.
Mhm.
Is that this pandemic has taught Griswold, Jewett City, Lisbon many different ways to do things.
Yeah.
Or I think maybe even a better way to verbalize that would be taught us ways to look within ourselves to come up with great ideas or better ideas to help keep people engaged.
Right.
Ryan Albin's done a wonderful job coming up with ideas and different events, for the community. I mean, the drive-through parade was phenomenal at Christmas time. The snowflake parade. You know what? And I think they're going to do it that way regardless now. Because if you look at the snowflake parade, it's over in 15 minutes.
Yep.
Right? Everybody's freezing, they go. Now they just drive through all
which
the
is good because they do that in Hartford with the lights. You drive through. So you stay in the warmth of your car, which is really good.
Yeah.
So you're going to them this year. They had a lot more people visiting the area as well.
Yeah.
So it was a good idea. Yeah, I think I'd like to do the 5K run that way in my car.
Except Paul, you'll be doing the 0.5K run. With a cat under each arm. Here comes Paul.
There you go. Yeah, be driving around the car. How's that? I wonder if that's going to come back. Have you heard anything about that?
I have not talked to anybody. I
wonder.
Like Jay Rainier or
because that's
Melissa
August,
Wooten.
right? Isn't that July, August time frame?
Yeah.
So that's quite a ways out yet. So maybe that's a good possibility that may come back.
I think I hope you're going to see things come back. They already are. I mean, was it the 19th?
19th.
The 19th. The restrictions are going to get lessened
For outside too. Outside it's
Yeah.
going to be like what 100 or 150 people or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I actually started getting a little bit itchy about thinking, oh, do I want to do Hillfest this year?
That might
Yeah,
it might
I'm
be a
thinking,
little premature yet. Yeah, you'd want to make sure. People may be still a little skeptical, so you may want to.
Bill says, have you ever thought of having people from local town halls calling in once a week to announce what's happening in their towns? Yes, Bill, I have, and here's the sad truth about that. The majority of the people don't care.
Yeah,
They won't listen. They won't watch. They honestly don't. And I hate to say it, but it's not something that people want to spend their time, doing. Are there a handful of people? Yes. I mean, we do all we can. Like you see, what goes on here. we try to go with what works and what has worked. We get more people on sports.
Yeah.
Viewing.
Yeah.
And we get more people on Psychic Tuesday. But I hate to say it, that it is too bad. But just look at your own town meetings. How many people participate? How many people? I mean, right now it's it's the easiest it's ever been to attend a town meeting. All you need to do is turn on your phone, your tablet, your computer, and you can sit there
and watch it.
You can scratch your butt,
Yeah.
and eat bonbons, turn your camera off and you can attend a meeting, but people still don't.
Right.
So you can't make them, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink kind of thing.
Yeah.
But here are two things you're going to get people to get to a town meeting. Ready? Taxes and guns.
Yeah, right.
And that's it.
You're right. Yep.
Yeah.
Don't raise my taxes and take my gun.
Right. No, you're right, Bill. Zoom is available and they use it. All of the towns use these tools, for town meetings, but people don't attend.
No.
Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I think it's a bad thing because what happens is you get the backlash of people hearing hearsay, and then they go to town meetings about taxes and they start blurting out things that had nothing to do with anything because they didn't pay attention to the last 3 months.
Right.
So then they don't. Then you have the people that are just plain flat out intimidated. They don't want to talk because they think maybe if I say something, it's going to sound stupid and I'm going to be ridiculed.
Right.
I was like that.
Right.
I
think everybody's like that.
I have extreme anxiety when it comes to talking in front of people. People think I'm like a freaking game show host because I do this. But I've been emceeing and DJing parties, weddings, whatever, for 35, 40 years. Every single time, Paul, this is not even a lie. Every single time when I turn the system on and ready to go, I get this very anxious feeling that I'm going to fail. The people aren't going to like me. I'm not going to be funny. I'm not going to be entertaining. I do that, with this right here as well.
Well, it's
Public
speaking.
So I get that.
Yeah.
So I was like that when I first started. When I started doing this, it was a necessity now for me to go to town hall meetings, so I can go ahead and report on it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say anything.
Right.
Why? And there was like 7 people there, but I wouldn't because of the fear. I didn't know, or I felt like I didn't know enough to make a difference, to make a statement.
True. That is true. A lot of people feel that way. Yeah. Mhm. You don't want to make yourself look like a dummy.
I do that well enough on my own. Bill says, didn't you fill in for Bob Barker and The Price is Right back in 1998? Come on down. You're the next person up to bid on The Price is Right.
Mm.
And when I did that in a monotone voice, and the crowd went wild.
There you go.
The crowd went crazy. So, but then you have, crazy kind of statements that are made. Like, here's one that was made by then third selectman Ed Burke.
I'm a sniper. I don't believe that you go out and tell everybody exactly what you plan to do.
That was legit. That happened.
And it was taken out of context.
That
by
happened.
Mike Monosky.
Yeah. And then, I decided to make a statement. And after that, first selectman Peter Griffin had this to say.
Oh, my God. Who the hell cares?
Yeah, see, and so there I just kind of stopped, going at that point. So, what are you going to do, right?
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Bad boy, bad boy.
So I started doing news and weather, and I tried this.
The weather sucks.
Oh, goodness sakes alive. Then I had an epiphany,
Yeah.
But I was going to go ahead, and I was able to talk, and I did, and I really stopped giving a crap to what anybody thought.
So,
but that took a while. Going to a few meetings over probably about 6 months, where I started to feel comfortable and saying, I do have an opinion. I want to put it out there.
Sure.
See if it sticks. If it doesn't stick, okay, well, at least I said it. Right. But that goes back to town meetings. I think number one, people get intimidated. Because maybe if you go to a town meeting, you're supposed to be, you're quote unquote supposed to be adverse in certain things to be able to attend, which is not true.
Right.
They dumbed it down for me as much as possible, and I'm not even lying, not at all. Mm-hmm. It was, yeah.
Wow.
So I did. So back to that. When it comes to town meetings and stuff, you can be incognito. You don't even have to put your real name on there, or whatever. You can just say, okay, you're there, and you can listen.
Right.
So as far as somebody, doing like we will have like first selectmen come in from the different towns, and give us updates. But as far as having like the tax collector call in, or having the administrative assistant to the Planning and Zoning Commission, honestly,
no, they're called
people. Number one, they probably won't even call. Right. So now, Bill, I want to tell you another thing too. I have tried for the better part of 5 to 6 years to get the Jewett City Little League to go ahead and feed information so we could announce it, especially for the kids. So or whatever. I can't even get them to buy in. So, is it apathy? Yeah. I think a lot of it is that because they're used to a certain thing.
Yeah. I kind of wonder if the Jewett City Little League is going to kick off this year.
I don't know. Well, they asked me for money. They asked me for money.
Oh,
and I simply wrote back and I said, you know what? We can support in different ways, but I've been trying to support the Jewett City Little League for 5-6 years and never hear anything from them.
Yeah.
So and there are different organizations too. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Well, how do you know we haven't? You just weren't paying attention.
Right.
So,
wow.
Yeah, Bill, I get it. Bill says that's awful. Yeah. I mean, all we can do is provide a vehicle, for people to get the word out.
Right.
But then you have people that want to go ahead and sit on like Grizzled Now, Plainfield residents, and think they're going to, I know, they're going to get all their news, and they're not.
Yeah.
People will advertise, or drop things in those groups. And what are you doing? You're hitting the same people every single time. And they go, well, this group has 5,000 people. Yeah, it shows they have 5,000 people.
Yeah.
How many of them are fake accounts? At least 20% of them are fake accounts.
Yeah.
They even said that on Twitter. Actually, Twitter, 30% of accounts are fake or duplicate. And then what are you doing? Take a look. Watch those groups. You have the same people.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, you got the same people making comments that don't know crap about what they're talking about.
Exactly.
They hear something and they automatically come up with their own mind what it means, but it doesn't. I don't know what they're pitching about this week, but there must be something new out there they're complaining about.
Yeah, and Bill says, but let me tell you, the first people to complain are the ones who never get involved and think they know it all. That's very, very true. And I'm going to tell you something. I worked in retail for 25 years. And there was, and this always reigned true, Paul. If you had a customer that came in and they would nickel and dime you on everything, that customer I never really wanted to see again. You want to know why?
How the hell can you nickel and dime you?
Because they think that you need them, which you do, but the aftershock from that is usually horrible because nothing is ever good enough. The people that I wanted as customers and always worked out are the people that came and the ones that spent, believe it or not, the most amount of money, or they bought everything to go along with, say, I did wireless phones for 20 years. They bought everything to go along with it. You never hear from them other than to say, the phone works great. Oh, this thing is super. I like the way that this works with this. But the people that spend like zero, maybe they can't, and that's okay. But if you're talking about the ones that just nickel and dime you, they're the ones that complain the most. So it's kind of like what Bill's saying.
Wow.
It's very, very true.
Radio Shack, this is starting to come back. I've seen some little advertisements for Radio Shack.
I work for Radio Shack and Verizon.
Yeah.
Radio Shack, after they went out of business, they're doing mail order now, and they're putting some stores within a store.
Yeah.
Which is kind of how they started back in the 30s and 40s.
I noticed that. Once in a while, I'll see something. Ooh, what
they'd be in paint stores, hardware stores.
Yeah.
And they
matter of fact, I told you this was the hardware store.
Yeah.
Radio Shack was here. When it was many, many years ago.
Paul, they had Radio Shack products. They would
Just
resell them, but
correct.
they weren't franchised.
But they sold Radio Shack products.
Right.
There.
We could any store could have done that.
Yeah.
But as far as franchises on the eastern part of Connecticut, the only ones were Madison, Clinton, and Danielson.
Oh,
those were the only three in eastern Connecticut.
No.
There were a couple on the west part. So
that was the Best Buy of the day. If you think about it, everybody went to Radio Shack because Best Buy wasn't around, but that's where you bought all your electronics.
Well,
pretty much.
Well, where Radio Shack started to really fail is they lost their identity.
Yeah.
They had built an identity with an ad campaign called that said, "You got questions, we've got answers." And they ran with that for about 5 years, and their stock price went through the roof. I mean, there were 2-for-1 splits, and on the stock, it was everybody did really well that was working there, especially if you were in the stock purchase program, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Because I was getting matched 80 cents on the dollar at that point. I mean, you put in $1 and get free 80 cents. And, you know, do that over and over again.
Yep.
So that was really cool. They ended their service department, so they no longer repaired things. But then again, it really wasn't needed because we started. It was costing people less money to replace something than it would be to fix it. I mean, I was there during the day where people would bring in their answering machine, and flat rate labor was $25 plus parts. So answering machines were what, 100, 125 bucks. You know, when I first started there. I mean, we're talking dual cassette.
Yep.
Yeah, they would still do that. They would repair them. But then it got, when everything went solid state and digital, what are you gonna do?
Right.
They were just, they were selling for like $19.99. Get rid of them. Buy something else.
Right.
So that went away. They got into wireless phones, and they were getting residual values, and everything was going great. And that's what really pushed the stock price up between Verizon or SNET at one point, as well as Dish Network and DirecTV.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I think I bought my bag phone from Radio Shack.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
It was made by Mobeer.
Yeah.
Which became Nokia.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was my bag phone
Mhm.
that I had to carry around the bag with this big ass heavy battery. Yeah.
Those 6 gel cells that were in it, yeah, they're huge.
Yeah.
Then they got into batteries, was like their big thing for a while.
Yeah.
And they had the market cornered, not just on AA, AAA CSDs 9 volts. We're talking cordless phone batteries.
Yeah.
We would sell cordless phone batteries to the moon, but then what happened? Home phones started to go away.
Yeah.
Their phone business was huge.
Right.
Between phones and accessories and phone batteries and all that stuff.
Yeah, they be telling you want batteries? You want batteries with that?
Radio Shack was also big for Mr. Fix-It kind of thing.
Oh.
They got parts for everything.
Yeah.
Whether it's a transistor, diode, or or resistor or capacitor. Radio Shack had it. They didn't have it, they could order it for you.
Right.
Tubes.
Right.
Who had tubes? Radio Shack did.
Yeah, no more tubes.
Look at that radio I got right there. I need tubes. A couple of 6L6s, I'll throw them in there. So they had that. Went away.
Yeah.
That group of people, started to just kind of fade away. Antennas, I can go on and on and on.
Yep.
But then they started transitioning into gadgets, more and more gadgets, book lights, pointers and laser pointers and a whole bunch of other stuff.
And the little hand games.
Which they had at Christmas time anyway.
Yeah, those were all.
Yeah.
We just found some.
They became a little mini Brookstone is what happened.
Exactly. Yeah.
And nobody was buying. Flat screens were out now. The big 27-inch TVs with the big back and everything that were like 120 pounds. Nobody wanted those anymore.
Right.
Everything changed, and they didn't change with it. So they lost their identity, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
I was there to watch it, and I got the hell out, but when I could.
Yeah.
And then I did. That's when I went to work for Verizon. Yeah. Radio Shack had surge protectors. They had good ones. They started carrying Monster cable,
right,
which had a lot of margin in it. See, that was the thing about Radio Shack. They carried a lot of stuff that were high margin items. So you can
Monster.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like Monster stuff was pretty expensive, but the margin
very expensive.
You could have less dollar sales, and you could have 25% more profit every single month. And that Radio Shack displayed that every
Best Buy
every month.
Best Buy now, so they'll have Monster stuff.
Yeah, but see, Best Buy, they're being a big box retailer, margins are a lot lower.
Yeah.
So that's why they push like extended warranties and in-home services to increase the margin of the sale, because if they don't, they're not going to be around either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Anyway, so we've really run the gamut here, have we not?
Yes, look at that. Time to go. Mm-hmm.
Go to a meeting. Go to a town meeting. Participate in your town. I would love to carry that type of information and have people talk about that. We do have selectmen, coming in, and the people, like tomorrow, we'll be having a conversation with Sean McKenna, who is the superintendent of schools here in Griswold. It's going to be a little bit later than normal. We're going to start that at 10:30. But we're going to talk about the schools going back 4 days a week.
Yep.
And distance learning is not going to be an option. Kids are going to have to go to school,
which is good.
And
I think they want to go.
Of course they do.
Yeah, they want to go.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
They miss it. They miss the
Absolutely.
even if it's just the social aspect of it all. So Griswold is going to do that. We're going to have Sean McKenna tomorrow. So we do these things, but I hate to say it when we have somebody just like other than a first selectman from town hall or a department report or whatever. Nobody cares. I'll put something in our news about the latest P&Z meeting, or later on there'll be stuff in our news about the first selectman meeting in Plainfield, what's going on with Amazon and how that got approved in Plainfield, finally done. It's going to go, it's going to build. But that's about it. Everybody else, they don't care.
Right.
Yeah, they don't care.
I know.
So it's hard to you can present that. I can present what I think is important, but if people aren't going to react to it,
you can bring the horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
That's it.
And that's the same thing with people.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
All right. So we appreciate you spending some time today. Tomorrow, Time Traveler Thursday. But I'm going to be honest with you, Joe's kind of vanished.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know where he is.
Oh,
I have not heard from Joe. He has not answered any messages. I don't even know if he's even there anymore.
Oh boy. Maybe he went back.
I don't know, but he hasn't put anything up on social media. I haven't heard from him. I hope he's okay.
Wow.
But yeah, that's it. So I don't know where Time Travel Thursday sits right now.
Wow. Interesting.
Maybe I should travel forward in time and find out and come back and let everybody know. Anyway.
Well, the DeLorean's outside, so for anytime you want to do.
That's not how it works.
Oh,
That's
okay.
how none of this works.
I thought maybe you wanted to borrow it.
No. All right, guys. Thank you very much for participating today. Congratulations to Bill, Charlie, Bill. I don't know.
Charlie Hill.
Charlie Hill.
I think that's what his name was.
Yeah. For winning the $100 gift card to Big Y. We'll be giving another one away tomorrow. Pay attention to your app for the word of the day. So we can go ahead and give another Big Y gift card for $100 courtesy of Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank as we broadcast live from the Jewett City Savings Bank Studios here on Main Street in Jewett City.
The flagship for Griswold High School sports, and your home for local news and weather, broadcasting from Main Street in the borough of Jewett City. The streaming news and sports network, SNSN.
Here's a look at your local news headlines.